Hello, and welcome to the English Learning Podcast, where we always bring you fun, effective, and sometimes downright surprising ways to learn English. I'm James, your host for today, and I'm genuinely excited about this topic because it could completely transform how you learn English without needing any extra waking hours.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily, your co-host. Today, we're diving into an idea that sounds almost like science fiction. Can you really learn English while you sleep? Pretty intriguing, right? A lot of people think it's just a pipe dream, but modern science, especially the latest, studies from 2024 and 2025 has shown that this approach is entirely feasible. It's not the sleep one night and wake up fluent like a native kind of thing, though. In reality, sleep powerfully helps the brain consolidate language.
Exactly. The truth is, more and more research shows that our brains don't just shut off during sleep. On the contrary, they quietly process, organize, and reinforce information. If you listen to English in the right way, your brain can help etch what you've learned during the day into long-term memory. It's an incredibly smart form of passive learning. For example, a 2024 study from the University of South Australia found that the coordination of two electrical events in the brain during sleep significantly improves recall of new vocabulary and complex grammar rules.
Spot on, James. In today's special podcast episode, we'll dive deep into the latest scientific mechanisms, suggest ideal content to use, explain how to set it up effectively, share the best tips from the research, debunk common myths to avoid, and even include real success stories from people who've applied it. Whether you're struggling to remember vocabulary, your pronunciation isn't quite there yet, or you just want more English exposure without sacrificing extra awake time, this sleep learning method, also known as hypnopedia, could become your secret weapon for steady, effortless progress.
But before we get into the details, if you're new here, take 5 seconds right now to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We release a new episode every week, packed with practical, fun English learning tips. Now, let's jump in and explore the science behind learning while you sleep. So, Emily, how does it actually work? What can we really learn while we're sound asleep?
Great question, James. The short answer is yes, but it's no magic trick. You won't wake up speaking fluently out of nowhere. However, your brain continues processing information during sleep, especially strengthening memories, improving pronunciation, and boosting word recognition. Studies from the University of Bern in Switzerland and Northwestern University in the US have shown that the brain still responds to sounds during deep sleep, slow-wave sleep, which helps reinforce vocabulary you've already learned.
That sounds fascinating. So what exactly happens in the brain during sleep?
During sleep, the brain goes through 4 to 5 cycles each night: light sleep, deep sleep, slow-wave sleep, and REM. In deep sleep, the brain carries out memory consolidation, transferring information from short-term to long-term memory. REM sleep helps connect ideas and reinforce language skills. The latest research from the University of South Australia, published in late 2024, involved 35 participants learning Mini Pinyin, a miniature language based on Mandarin, with English-like grammar rules. It showed that the synchronization between slow oscillations and sleep spindles during sleep led to significantly better recall of new words and complex grammar compared to staying awake. Even playing pink noise, a soothing, steady sound during deep sleep, can further enhance vocabulary memory.
Oh, so if we study vocabulary or practice listening during the day, the brain keeps working overtime at night.
Exactly. The brain still responds to sounds while we sleep. If you replay what you learned during the day, it reactivates and strengthens those memories. A Swiss study found that participants who listened to words during sleep remembered them 15–20% better than those who didn't. Another 2023 study using virtual reality showed that learning something first and then sleeping led to much stronger consolidation of new words.
So, sleep learning is really just a supplement. It can't replace active studying, right?
That's right, it's a supportive method, not the main one. You still need to practice speaking, writing, and active listening during the day. Think of sleep learning as fertilizer for the plant. It helps it grow faster and stronger. If you only listen while sleeping without daytime learning, the results will be very limited, as many studies have warned.
That's awesome. So, what's the first step to get started?
The first step is choosing the right content. It needs to be clear at a slow pace, 80 to 110 words per minute, with accurate pronunciation and plenty of repetition. Most importantly, only use material you're already familiar with from your daytime study.
Can you give some specific examples, Emily?
Here are the best options. 1. Simple, everyday conversations, greetings, shopping, travel. 2. Vocabulary lists with example sentences repeated 3 to 5 times. 3. Slow audiobooks or easy short stories. 4. Dedicated sleep learning audio available on YouTube, Spotify with calm, soothing voices. 5. Positive affirmations like, I am confident when speaking English. My English improves every day. They help with learning while building confidence.
I really like listening to real conversations. What should we avoid?
Avoid action movies, rap music, fast-talking podcasts, or completely new content. They can tire the brain and disrupt sleep. A common myth is that listening to new material while sleeping means you're learning it in reality. That's not true, because the brain needs familiarity to reinforce effectively.
After choosing the content, what's the next step?
Set up your environment. Keep the volume very low, like a whisper. Use a sleep timer for 60 to 90 minutes. Don't play it all night. Opt for a small speaker or comfortable sleep headphones. Keep the room cool, 18-22 degrees Celsius, completely dark, and add pink noise or rain sounds to boost memory consolidation.
How can we tell if this method is actually working?
The simplest way: test yourself the next morning by recalling words, taking notes, or trying to use them in sentences. After 1 to 2 weeks, you'll notice longer-lasting recall, more natural pronunciation. Combine it with spaced repetition during the day for the best results.
Amazing. Now let's talk about which content is most effective.
Familiar content is the most important. Always review what you studied during the day. You can add pink noise or nature sounds for deeper relaxation. Slow podcasts like ours are also a great fit.
What about some optimization tips?
Here are 8 golden tips backed by the research. 1. Only listen to content you're already familiar with. 2. Use slow, clear audio with lots of repetition. 3. Set a timer for 60 to 90 minutes, focusing on the early, deep sleep phases of the night. 4. Combine it with active practice during the day, speaking out loud, writing in a journal, chatting with friends. 5. Stay consistent for at least 4 to 6 weeks to see noticeable changes. 6. Study right before bed, 30 to 60 minutes, so your brain can consolidate it most effectively during sleep. 7. Pair it with apps like Duolingo or Anki for daytime review. 8. Get a full 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. High-quality sleep is what delivers the best results.
Have people actually succeeded with this in real life? Tell us some stories.
Absolutely. Emma from Spain saw a dramatic improvement in her pronunciation after listening to simple dialogues every night for 2 months. Her friends even commented that her accent sounded much more natural. David from Japan increased his vocabulary retention by 30% by playing word lists with example sentences during sleep, even with his busy schedule. Here in Vietnam, Lan from Ho Chi Minh City combined affirmations and everyday conversations. After 6 weeks, she felt confident enough to ace her English job interview and landed her dream job. Another person, Min from Hanoi, boosted his IELTS listening score from 5.5 to 7 inches just 5 weeks by combining sleep listening with daytime practice. And even Ollie Richards, the well-known polyglot, has used sleep learning to quickly reinforce his Spanish.
That's so inspiring. Are there any common myths about sleep learning?
Plenty. The biggest myth is sleep one night and wake up fluent, or you can learn completely new material just by hearing it while sleeping. In reality, sleep learning only works well as a booster for active daytime study. Some people think it can completely replace regular learning. Nope. It's just a powerful boost when used the right way.
Can you give us a quick summary for everyone?
Sure, summary sleep learning works best when combined with daytime study. Choose slow, familiar, clear audio. Use a timer, review what you heard the next morning, and stick with it for 4 to 6 weeks or more. The payoff: longer-lasting vocabulary, more natural pronunciation, and greater confidence. Research from 2024 proves that sleep helps store complex grammar. Don't miss out.
Fantastic. Everyone, try it tonight. Do a bit of studying during the day. Pick some simple dialogues, set your timer, and start this new habit. If you find it helpful, please subscribe, like, share, and leave us a review. We'd love to hear your experiences. Tell us how you're progressing after a few weeks.
Thank you all for listening. Remember, consistency is the key. With just 60 to 90 minutes each night, you can make big strides in English. Sweet dreams, happy learning, and may you dream in English. See you in the next episode. Keep learning, keep dreaming.